days, nights in these unusual college basketball times?
Well, for us, I think it's significant that Mike Walls, it's great to honor someone who's been here for 4 years. I think probably for all the senior days that have been at the Robbins Center since it opened, most of them would have been like that in the past. It's obviously a little bit different now because some players are at their schools for such a little period of time. So I think we have a manager who's been here 4 years, and Mike Walls has been here 4 years. Obviously, we've grown close to Jonathan Beagle and Apostolos and Will and AJ, but it's certainly different than it was, and probably doesn't have the same meaning overall.
Yeah, as you head into this final stretch, you've got next week off. Coaches are all not off, but no midweek game. Coaches are always planning. What is your blueprint for getting Richmond back in this race in the A10 that sort of escaped you here in the last couple of seasons?
Yeah, I think the main thing, we have to worry about tomorrow. That's obviously the most important thing. I think that basketball is a game of such close margins that you really have to be as alert and good and talented as you can possibly be, and then also take care of these things that happen in the margins. Big free throws down the stretch, defensive assignments, taking care of the ball, not having a lapse, and those things are hard, and those things come with repetition and practice and competition, but also with culture. And I think all of those things that we stress all the time, because they are very repetitive things, they have to show up, and the coaches have to insist that they show up and demand that they show up until they do. And when they are consistent, that's when you have the best chance to be very successful.
You're going to be young next year, I think.
Me personally?
No. You got your freshmen coming in. You got sort of a young 3 or 4 guys. Look in your crystal ball and see what Richmond looks like moving forward.
No, there is no crystal ball. Crystal ball is like opaque.
You have talks with guys now regarding the future who are young classmen. What's up with that?
Yeah, to a certain degree, John. This year will be different because the portal won't be open until after the championship game. So that'll be interesting, those 2 or 3 weeks, because I would imagine there'll be a lot of activity, but no official activity. So that'll just be interesting. You just worry that the off season is a bear to even think about. The way that it's set up right now, you don't know who's going to be on any team. I think Coach Larinaga said they went to the Final Four, and 8 guys went in the transfer portal the next month. So the spring is just a bear, and I'm not trying to avoid thinking about it. I'm trying to avoid talking about it, but we're talking about it as a staff. But it's very hard to predict how one domino will affect the next.
What have you seen from St. Bonaventure? What do you expect on Saturday?
Yeah, Mitchell is a great interior player. Really commands a lot of attention. He's very comfortable 15 feet, 16 feet and in. So that's something that we really have to be alert to. They have, they've always run really good offense, been very, very, very good on defense. For us, I think it's really about us. I think we've played, from Mason, VCU, Davidson, we've had some really great segments of the game, the Mason game, probably the whole game, and just try to bottle that and be as good as we possibly can, and no matter who we're playing. But Bonaventure always is good and extremely well coached, talented, so we're going to have to be just at our best and our most energetic.
What was the conversation after the game against Davidson for them to play so well, but just didn't come over?
Yeah, it's tough. It's those are long nights, because when you have a close game like that, you think of the last just 2 minutes of the game, how many decisions are made, the timeouts that you might call, the defensive assignments, the play that you called. Aiden's on the 3-point line by a half an inch, or else the game is tied. So all those things are going through your mind and difficult. We told the guys, I thought we were good. We were We played hard. It was a hard game, a hard-fought game, and it's very difficult to lose that. So, but can you bottle that and move forward and play with that kind of energy as we proceed?
Is this senior day number 1 for you, or did you have one last year?
This is my first one. Yeah, I never had one.
Thought you were coming back, I guess.
I mean, we had a talk. Me and the coaches had a talk about me not doing it at Maine. So, I mean, for whatever reason, I never had it there. So, yeah.
What would you like to see with the Spiders in the last few weeks here that hasn't happened in the last few weeks?
I mean, us give it all we got, man. Leave it all on the court. We got a couple of games left, and I really want to get to the tournament, make a big run there. So I feel like these last couple of games mean a lot, but we need to get some momentum going into the tournament.
What has not materialized that you hoped or saw coming?
I feel like in the first half, we could put better first halves together, for sure. That's really one, because I feel like our second half is like we compete with anybody in the country for the most part. But the first half for us really has been like kind of deflating.
What's your theory on why that's the case?
Maybe. Trying to think. Maybe defensively we could be a little bit more intense, and then shot selection too probably could play a big part of it, because some shots, I mean, myself included, definitely can be deflating on that end for sure. So I definitely like we clean up the little things like that. I feel like we'd be fine.
Your view of St. Bonaventure based on what you've seen so far?
Great team. You got great physical players, man. We're gonna have to come ready to play and master physicality.
How and why is it more comfortable for you guys to be up-tempo and in transition? And how do you do that in that first half? It seems like it happens in the second half.
Yeah, I just feel like it just starts on the defensive end, and we got to get out and run. That's really as simple as that. I just feel like once we lock on defense and get stops, it's easier for us to get going in transition. So that's really been it.
How have you guys handled this? You're a pretty veteran team, a couple of notable exceptions, obviously.
Yeah.
To handle, the tough stretch that you've been.
Man, I just feel like just about being connected with the guys, everybody having positive talk, just simple stuff like that. I feel like positive talk and just being connected goes a long way, especially in stretches like this.
Is there a rally around? I know it's not necessarily your position, but is Beagle out?
Yeah.
Bench a little shorter. How do you kind of rally the troops with his absence?
Nah, for sure, man. We got to play for my guy Beagle, man. I know he want to be out there every game, and I know it was really tough seeing him go down like that. So for sure, we took a hard hit losing him, but for sure, we definitely got to give it all we got, especially for Beagle, for sure.
Anything else for Andrew, guys?
You guys have, you've played some really good games and played some good basketball, but you just haven't come out on top in some of those games. Does it feel that way, that it's not like the sky is falling we're horrible? It's just like the ball just hasn't really bounced your guys' way sometimes.
I mean, I feel like that's a game of basketball. Sometimes you win, you lose. And especially in our cases, some of the games are coming to like 1-2 possessions. So I feel like for us, we just got to lock in, especially in that first half, and cancel out a couple mental mistakes. And I feel like we'll be good, and we can make a run in the tournament for sure. And especially the next couple games means a lot for us. And then if we get some momentum, I feel like the sky's the limit for us for sure.
Hey, did you guys need to prove something to yourself, Davidson, knowing what they did to you here?
Nah, for sure, most definitely. We came out with a little bit of fire in the first and second half, but we didn't maintain it obviously in the first half. But the second half, we definitely came out with way more fire. But yeah, for sure, we definitely want to go out and prove that we can master physicality and play with them, because he definitely embarrassed us at home.